Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody going? Little under the weather yesterday and doing shit around here. It was kind of a combination of not feeling great and wanting to get took one of the tiers out of each one of the towers on the koi pond, moved the ceramic down in, put a spray bar in, moved the electrical, and put that all online. Plus, hey Randy, how you doing? Tommy, how you doing? Traveling Sasquatch, how you doing? Um, and he's got about 80% of the rack for the generator on the trailer done. I'm supposed to finish that tomorrow, and the gates are done. The battery, I guess I kind of got screwed on the battery for the solar. I'm still going to go to Lasada and bitch a little bit. Why not? And the guy, it was 50,000 baht for those batteries. I bought two of them off of him. Same guy, Thai man. Reason I bought it was he built them here in Thailand and that kind of stuff. And I thought, put the money into the Thai community and that kind of crap. And we sent the battery back to him, and he either couldn't diagnose it or didn't want to, and said, "No, it's on your end. The battery's fine." It was just easy because I got a battery on each system. So I take the one battery that's good and flop them, and the battery on the other one works on the one system, and the battery that we're saying is bad doesn't work on the other one. I never talked to the guy. The guy doesn't speak English. And then now I think he's changed his line number or some shit. So anyway, I'm going to at least bitch to Lasada about it. The 6800, one of the cells went bad and some other thing. So I should get the battery back tomorrow, I think. So hopefully, because I still haven't run that test where I'm going to do it differently. I want to see how much money I can actually save. So instead of using the battery only for power outages, I'm going to have him program the system that first it comes off the solar panels. If the solar panels aren't available, it goes to the battery. If the battery is, runs and then depletes, then it goes to the grid. That way, because I want him, once he gets these in, and I'll actually do a video on it. I'm going to video how long and what's running in the house when I'm going to have him shut off the grid once both batteries are up to 100%, and see during an outage, what should I shut off? Like, I only need one air conditioner in the living room running, the refrigerator, don't need the ice machine running, don't need the pool running, need both the ponds running, and see what kind of a scenario or what I have to do to make it last as long as I can for what I want it to use for electricity. Not just burn it, because the pool doesn't need to run, during a power outage. So we'll see, and I will video that. So in my calculations, I think if I have just the minimal running, it should go 3-4 hours. Well, if I do 3 or 4 hours every night for 30 days, that's got to be a hell of a savings, because I burn in about 2,000 watts, I think, during that, somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000, and that's without dialing in what I want to and what I don't. That's with the with the pond, everything up and running. Middle of the night, push the button and take a look at it. I'm burning, about 2,000 watts, and so we'll see, because I'm curious. Right now, it's running about 7,000, but that's because the kids were here and a lot of the stuff was running. Normally, I'm saving about about 5,000 or 6,000 baht a month is what I figure I'm saving on it right now. I think that if I do it that way, it depends on, if we get a power outage during the day, it depends on how much the batteries charge between sunrise and whatever time the battery or the power goes out during the middle of the day. So we'll see. So I'll get that and do it. But I'm betting I'm maybe have a 2,000 baht electric bill, which would be freaking awesome. So we'll see. Hey, Andy, how you doing? I'm looking at the monitor over here because I want to hear if the president can actually put a whole sentence together during their during their deal, and he's not on yet. But I still don't quite understand that. I'm not a big political guy, and it seems like it gets in more between religion and politics are the two worst to talk about. But I really don't have an interest in who or what. But what I can see is what I saw when they did that debate is that man is not should not be running the country. And that's all of their fault, Republicans and Democrats, whoever it is. Somebody should have gotten him out of there already. Looking at that guy during that debate, is that the guy that any normal person, and I don't care, like I said, I'm not Republican, Democrat, I don't give a shit. But is that the guy that I want to make a decision on whether to push the nuclear button? And, I just don't think so. So it's a little scary to me. So I want to see maybe if they've got him on some kind of good medication and, he can put a whole sentence together. Hey, Uncle Craig, how you doing? Hope you're well. And I said hi to Randy. I said hi to Andy, Traveling Sasquatch, and Tommy. So I'm imagining people are either watching or whatever. There's 8 people. We do have new subscribers, and thank you, everybody, for subscribing. And maybe you're just watching. Don't need to comment or anything. But if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, put them in the live chat, whatever you'd like to do. Mainly, we don't really talk about politics and religion too much, but I just thought I'd bring that out because am I just insane? Because, I got friends that are Republicans and friends that are Democrats, and I'm going, I don't care what he is. What I seen should not be running the United States of America. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be. I've been wrong before. Imagine that. But it just doesn't make sense to me that they can see that, know that, and just let him continue to run the country. Did he ever run the country? I don't know. That's a whole nother topic between the Republican and Democrats, I guess. Do I think that either one of them have the people 100%, in the, as the top, what they're trying to do now? And like I said before, from what I've seen, it doesn't matter whether it's Republican or Democrat, which is sad. It's like, oh, that's a really good idea, but we're going to all have to vote no because their side was the one that suggested it. It's great for the people, but no, they did it. And vice versa. It doesn't matter which side. I think it's freaking insane. Are they that, much in? I guess they are. They're just, I don't know what they are. Yeah, the people with the money run the country, right? But it's not Under Armour. It's just a regular shirt, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is. But I don't quite get it. I don't quite get it. Like I said, everything that I've seen, whether it was Trump in office or whether it was Biden in office, it was like, we're not going to agree with anything, And just for instance, they had, as far as my understanding is, they had all the wall stuff paid for. They had all the labor paid for. All they had to do was just let it go, and they stopped it. Why would they stop it? They stopped it because it was somebody else's idea, And it works both ways. When Biden was in office, no one wanted to go along with anything, whether it be good or bad, any one side or the other. So it's like we got two sides, and I don't know. I'm glad I live in Thailand, I guess is the bottom line. And then they're all nasty to each other for sure. Oh, hat bro. Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess so. And it's blue. This I think is black. My one that I wore that the one troll gave me shit for, de jour or whatever, which I didn't even know what the hell it was. Somebody had to tell me, some kind of fancy whatever. The freaking bear tore it up. It was my favorite hat. So now I'm going to look for, maybe I'll have to get an Uncle Craig's hat. You have a black hat on your, I haven't looked. I've missed like your last 3 or 4 videos. So if you guys aren't subscribed, do yourself a favor and subscribed to Uncle Craig. But yeah, I don't. It looks like they got Jesse Jackson. They rolled him out on stage like a prop of some sort. I don't know. It's crazy shit. I never was into politics, and so I never really talked about anything because I felt like kind of like a hypocrite if I don't vote. Why should I say anything? And I still don't vote, so I probably shouldn't be saying anything now. But I don't know. Hey, John, how you doing? I was watching most of your live stream, and I wanted to show you. I was hoping you were going to pop in. This is the rig I use. This is a after. Oh, what did I do here? This is a after deal. It's not the one that came with it. There's a little light that came with it. There's the media mod came with it, and this battery. And this battery is also a tripod. And this battery, I could sit there literally and video all day. This whole handle is a giant battery. So between it comes with a bigger battery. The 12 did, a white one, and between that and the handle, I've never ran out of power. Right now, it's charging right now, and then I run the Comica, and then I just take this little microphone and clip it on. I found the best way that it sounds is I clip it to my chain inside my shirt, and it works perfect. So a little bit more. John did a video, his last live stream. If you want to go and check it out, was starting your own YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. And he went over a bunch of stuff. I'll have to go back and watch some of it because I'm interested. I don't have any merchandise. I gave my wife the option. I said, "You're the one that's giving it back to Thailand. Anything that comes in goes to her AdSense account." And I said, "If you want to," because I still have some shirts that I didn't give away. I'll take those. We'll get the other sizes. I'll get 2 or 3 of each, and then I'll make the first investment in it for you, for cups and hats and maybe and something else. And then my wife can sell them, take that money and buy new stuff and regenerate it. And she's really good at making money. She's been good at supplementing her income for years and years. Like she bought this property on 20,000 baht a month salary, and kids in a private school. You've heard me ramble about how great my wife is, so I don't need to do it again. But so I'm going to do that, and I might do that. But I do need to get a hat. So I have to look and see who's got one, a black one. Let's see. John saying, "Yep, got the medium out also. I just hate how GoPro tries to keep you from using." Yeah, I know. And this is my old one. As you can see, it's got a rubber band around it. This is the one I bought when I got the 9, and it's my backup. So I've got the 12, and then the backup of the 9, and the backup of that, I've got a 7. And then this is, like you were saying, I mean, was more expensive than my freaking editing computer laptop. This was more expensive, the iPhone 15, and the video and everything are outstanding. And I've got gimbals for everything. You don't have to. The only good thing that I like about GoPro, here's my good and bad, I should say. Low light, they suck, okay? But their stabilization is freaking awesome. So, hey, Joni, how you doing? Glad that you could make it. Just want to let you know I'm here, but I'm also what? Yeah, that's what I'm watching over here too. I've got it right to my right. I'm not that I'm going to stop the video or this when it does come up, but like I said earlier, just I don't know. Like I said, I'm Democrat, Republican. I think they should have gave Trump. This is my personal opinion because I have nothing to say about stuff because I don't vote. They don't help each other. If one's a good idea, the other say, "Oh, great idea. This would be great for the people. They would do it." Oh, but they thought about it, so we're going to vote no. And it works both ways on both sides. I've seen it, and they just they should have let the biggest business in the world maybe give the businessman a shot at see what he can do. And my biggest bitch right now is any normal person in my eyes, and you guys can tell me if I'm full of shit. If you watch that debate, is that the man that you want with his finger on the frickin' nuclear button? And no one cares. They're just going about like, oh yeah, he's incompetent, but he's not running for president, so we just need to get, we want to win at all costs, whatever we have to do to beat Trump. It's like, you guys are missing the biggest deal. You're going to let this guy run the country for the next 5 months? He can't even put a complete sentence together. So that's why, to get back to my thing, that's why I want to watch to see if he can put a whole sentence together during his thing here that he's going to have shortly. Let's see. Thailand fourth wall has been amazing. That's it. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I know you were talking about some stuff, so I got to go back and watch it, John. So, but that's why I brought that up, John. I just don't understand it. I mean, is it just me, or is this man incompetent? I mean, no wonder they're stepping all over him and shit. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess. I can bear to watch. What is Robert? How you doing, Robert? Glad that you can make it. Thanks for coming by, everybody. But I guess the fourth wall deal is some kind of a company that puts all this merchandise stuff together. Because like I said, I'm gonna buy this stuff, and then it's gonna be my wife's job to do it. Not that she doesn't have enough to do already. And then I wanted to say, early this morning when I came in, 5 o'clock, for some reason they go away, but Capio had come on and said it's really, really early there. And he's a good guy. He's going after all the, mainly he's got a big set of cojones, and I think he does. I haven't met him personally yet, but his wife is from Surin. And one time we almost got together, but we didn't. But I watch his stuff, and that was the first time I actually seen. I think he stopped in before, but in case you watch this later or something, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, Jake, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. John saying, I can walk you through it. It's easy to set up, and they have merch wise and everything. Oh wow! So they take care of everything. You just send them the artwork, and they do whatever they're going to do. I'm gathering. Well, they're keeping him up past the time. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to put a whole sentence together. They should have had him on first for sure. But he's got a teleprompter, so it should be all right. I thought you were talking ranting Trump finger. My bad. Either one. I don't know. All I know from what I've seen, and like I said, I'm not a real big. I actually feel bad about talking about it because I don't vote, but from what I've seen, and I haven't seen everything on either side, but who's lying? I don't know who's lying the most. This one says, oh yeah, he says that he has the best numbers. Oh no, we had the best numbers. Oh no, he didn't. He's lying. Oh no, he's lying. I'm like, I go to that fact check now, and to tell you the truth, most of the lies are on Biden and Harris's side. Have there been lies according to them on Trump's side? Yes, but not. I don't know. They all lie. You understand? Well, he's not a politician. He's the closest thing to a politician. He's a crooked businessman. So they're right here on the scale in my book. But I don't know. Like I said, I hate to see it for the people paying, $4, $5 a gallon for gas, and housing. My son finally bought a house, and I helped him a little bit what I could, and finally bought a house. And otherwise, unless somebody helps their kids or whatever, there's no freaking way that anybody's going to be able to buy a house. And even if you do buy the house and can come up with the money and all that, you both have to make over $100,000 a year just to be in the middle class now, to be able to afford it. And that's if you don't have, a bunch of children. You don't want to reproduce. So the American dream, as far as I'm concerned, is out the freaking window. Hey, Paula, How you doing? Glad you could make it. I'm ranting about crap that always gets everybody in trouble, religion and politics. But I don't know. That's just from what I've seen. I could be wrong, like I said. Is Bobby here? I didn't know. Time to get going. Yeah, he is. And right now, hey, how you doing, Bobby? And here's my favorite person in the world. He brought me two of my spices, and now the next time that he comes in the future, don't know exactly when, he's going to bring me four. And it seems like two of my big bottles are like the Sam's Club type deals of this Carney Garley, I call it. Seems like it's going to last me a year, which is cool. Oh, there's another one that I love that's on the stage right now, Hillary Clinton. And I didn't know until the other day that he had her nailed to rights and kind of let it go when he was president because he didn't want to. He thought it would be bad for the country. And when I hear that kind of shit, I'm sure there was ulterior motives, but it sounds like a good thing, you know. Maybe we'll try to heal something. Maybe we can get something done for the people. But I see this stuff and the prices of housing and food, and then her to get on. I could ramble all day. Her to get on and say, "Yeah, everything's 50% higher." Well, that was during your watch. Now you're going to do something about it. What about the past 3.5 years? You know, and like I said, I don't know, Republican, Democrat, you know, I don't know, don't care, you know. But from what I see with my eyes, um, I don't know. And I watched NBC, CSNBC, whatever it is, the one that is like Fox is towards Trump. They're the ones towards the Democrats, I guess, Republicans, Democrats. And Fox I've been watching for years and years and years. Me and my wife, we used to watch Bill O'Reilly way back in the day. We'd drive out to the Rincon in our old dilapidated Class C motorhome with a little TV in the back during the shock and awe bombings, you know, and we'd watch it there and watch Fox. I've watched Fox for years, but not because of, you know, one is, you know, whatever better for I don't know, more for the Democrats. I don't know. But boy, you can sure see it when you watch that CNBC and Fox. You know, they're just cutting each other's throats. They just think, and I know Fox can't be 100% right, and I know that CNBC can't be 100% right. But as far as the closest thing that I've seen to the Antichrist is the woman that's talking right now, Hillary Clinton, and the other one, the crazy lady. What's her name? Nancy Pelosi. She's the devil. She is the Antichrist. So I think she lost out to Hillary. But again, this is all, like I said, I'm not, you know, I'm not a Republican, Democrat. I don't know what I am. I guess I'm a in the middle person. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My wife told me it's a lady, right? And is that right, Craig? And you probably know more than me. So you want to come on and talk? I'll put it on there. Come on, Dave. Must have started listening to Rush Limbaugh. I did listen to Rush Limbaugh back in the day too. I take them all with a grain of salt, you know. But and could I see that Fox is heavier towards supporting Trump? Sure. Can you turn on CNBC and CNN? Although CNN seems to be moving a little towards the middle of the road. But I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in the United States, and I'm really, you know, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. I can't see her winning. Is that wrong? I can't see any way in the world from what I've seen of her, unless she does extremely well in the debate that she's going to do. I just can't see anybody electing her. Just like I told my buddy. Now my one buddy is a union guy, and he's like 100%, you know, whatever Democrat. And after it all happened, you know, he was obviously bummed out when Hillary lost. And I'm going, I think, and this is what I told him too. I think you could have ran a donkey or a dog instead of Hillary, and you might have won. So I said, it's your side that picks these people. You know, I mean, I don't understand it, and I don't understand. Maybe you guys can enlighten me, you know. But you know, it. Why Hillary? Why not? Why not someone else? Is it because she's black and because she's a woman? I don't know. Are they hoping for the best? I know they're not letting her. I know it's not up to her, but I know that she's not doing any interviews and shit. So I don't know. But it sounds like you're pretty viced on the stuff too. But I'm not. Like I said, I'm like just what I see. You know, that's why I kind of figure I can give my 2 cents because I'm only going off of what I see on on my internet, you know, and I look at both sides, like I said. But I don't know. I can't see her winning. Can you actually see her winning? Uh, surprise. Yeah, I just can't. I don't like the woman. You know, like I don't like Nancy Pelosi. You know, I don't think anybody should be able to sit anywhere, the Senate, any place for the government for more than 4 years. That's it. You're done. Bring in some fresh meat. Bring in some new blood. And they had that, you know, her in there for I don't know how 90 years was she the Speaker of the House? I don't know. But like I said, I didn't even know anything about her until probably my 40s. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't give a shit. Give me a motorcycle and a tank full of gas, and I was happy, and some place to ride to, and a tank full of gas for 50 cents versus you know, $5 would be nice. Yeah, bad choice. Yeah, I just it didn't make sense to me, and like I said, my mother, God rest her soul, she loved Trump. I got a lot. I'm going to say this: probably 80% or more of my friends are, I guess, Republicans with Trump. And my mom was. I had to actually, the same friend I'm talking about, I had to actually text him and call him and say, "You're arguing with my mother on Facebook over this stuff. That's my mother. You know, leave her alone." But he can't help himself. Every time he puts up, you know, I can go on Facebook right now and he's probably got 4 or 5 posts of, you know, Donald Trump in orange suits and all sorts of crap. Um, I just, you know, I just would like to see whoever's the best for America, you know, for the United States. I always said in the past, you know, I'd vote for a monkey if they told me that they would have gas at $1.25 or $1 a gallon. I don't care about the rest of their platform. You know, I don't give a shit. I just don't want to pay $5 a gallon for gas. Watch there's some new nice bikes and the streets on the bar. Yeah, I know. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to Sturgis? Something, man. Um, but anyway, like I said, the thing that cracks me up the most is what I've said before. God, that's such a great idea for the people. It would be so good for the people. But it was their idea, so we're voting no. I just go, uh, and like I said, it's hard for me because you know they try to put through bills and stuff, and I'm not talking about Republicans or Democrats, both. And I say, God, that seemed like that was a good bill. Yeah, but it's 9,000 pages, and there's crap in there that has absolutely nothing with what it says it's going to do. And I go, they can do that? Oh yeah, they can do that. It's like I don't understand it. It's not as cut and dry as I would like to see the government, I guess. Let's see. I'm ranting. Everybody's saying hi to Bobby, hi to Andy. Bobby's saying hi, and Bobby, I think, is gonna. Did you sell your house or no? I haven't caught you on a video in a while or on Facebook. Make no mistake, prices in the U.S. are set by corporate greed, nothing more. Yeah, you know, and I know the latest thing, and I don't know enough about it too. This price gauging or gouging, which I'm sure she just made a mistake, which they're going to exploit everything now, especially now. But you know, the stuff I've seen, and from what they're saying on the other side is, you know, they made like 1 point under 2%. You know, so that doesn't sound like gouging to me. But I don't know. All I know is when you got to pay $20 a gallon for diesel fuel, it's going to cost you more for whatever that truck is hauling. Don't matter whether it's eggs, bacon, tomatoes, you know. So it makes sense to me. Hey, we're going to drill, and we're going to pump it up to where we get the gas. That's what's going to lower the prices. But that's just me being common sense to me, you know. And to other people, I don't know if they have common sense or not. Like I said, I didn't notice anybody in the thing. Do you want that guy that did that debate, Joe Biden, having his finger on a button or making any decisions for you? I wouldn't let him take care of my dog, and I love my dog, and I wouldn't let him take care of my dog. No way, no way. I want to hear know about the AI surgical head transplant. I'll let you come. You want to come on, Craig? Here, I'll put it in there. I don't care if anybody that wants to come on can come on. But if you know more about the prime minister, which I'm gathered, my wife told me it was a woman. I said, is it good, bad, or indifferent? And she kind of went, so I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know enough about Thai government or the people that are involved in Thai government, so I don't know. But and did he answer? Did you sell your house, Bobby? Oh, thanks. Inspections are nearly everything is gone. Getting down forces. So is the house sold? Hope it goes through. Oh, okay. He did answer me. Supposed to. Very cool. You got to be happy. I did read that you sold the T-Birds, which is kind of got to be a bittersweet, excuse me, thing. But awesome. Are you going to come back early if you get everything done? Oh, let's see. We get two each, but we're leaving some things in my sister's for the next trip. Cool. My wife predicts after 6 months of time, military will step back in. Whatever. Yeah, my wife's a pretty smart woman. I imagine yours probably is too. Uh, she's kind of shrugged, so I don't know what that means. But hey, brother Ron, how you doing? Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the other one was bad. Was the other one? I guess maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about what they do and what they don't do. I know that somebody was asking me the other day. Again, are you still standing by your, your medical marijuana thing? I just can't see them. Like I said, I still think it's going to stay medical, or it's going to be medical, and you're going to fly into Thailand, and any dispensary that you go to within a 2-block radius, there's going to be a doctor that for $15, $20 is going to give you a year prescription, and you walk back in and buy whatever you want, which is the way it should be. I think it should have at least a little structure of some kind, but we'll see. Good to hear. Good to hear. I haven't talked to you in a while. Andy saying hi to Aaron. But let's see the tainted right for protest now. See, all from the same elite group. Money, money, money. Yeah, isn't that's what makes the world go round? See, Bobby he can't even see people. So he had his teeth worked on, but now his eyesight is completely gone. I'm just kidding. You can jump on too if you want to, Bobby. I don't know where you're at or what you're doing. You're probably are you in a hotel room, or I'm imagining, or are you guys still in the house or not in the house? But anyway, again, since there's some people in here, in case you're thanks if you're a new subscriber, appreciate it. Have any questions, you can put them in the comments and we'll read them on the next live. Or if you want to, because I know when I first started going on the internet, period, I didn't want to put anything in there. But if you got questions about Thailand or my vast knowledge of the government and the United States and Republicans and Democrats, which I have none, you can ask anyway. But Thailand and stuff, visas or anything like that, or like I said, I mainly want to turn the channel towards. You don't have to. Your life doesn't have to end at like my thought mine had at 62. came to Thailand, met my future wife, and it's been phenomenal. But like I said, if you'd have told me it's going to be 6 years here in another couple of months, when I got here, that I was going to find someone to love and to get love from, and have a great, awesome Thai family, and build 2 houses, and buy 2 new vehicles, and have 10 motorcycles, and have a smile on my face most of the time if I'm not, my knees aren't in pain. Um, I would have said you're full of shit. But those, if you got somebody like that, an uncle that's on a couch, a grandpa or whatever, give them my email, or have them watch, share the channel with them, and it is possible. You can have a life, and you don't need a crap load of money either to do it. Thai women. I was 62. My wife was 38 or 9, and didn't give her any money, or her family any kind of money when we got married, and they were just happy. I think the older the women are, they don't lean towards that, if you know Thai tradition. But they never asked me for anything. They're awesome. I've got an awesome Thai family, but like I said, I would have said you're all full of shit. But it is possible, and it's there's a lot of women, especially out here in Isan. I see it more in Isan. I mean, every time I go to they're all sisters, by the way, in case you're not familiar with Thailand. If they're a friend, they're a sister or a brother. And when we go to weddings, 5 or 6 of them go, "Can you find me a Farang boyfriend, Farang husband?" And they're beautiful, 40, 42, 45-year-old women. So it's amazing. But you're gonna get, what did you say? I know you wanted to get one. You're not gonna buy the gas one, right? You're not gonna buy a gas Raptor. You're gonna buy a diesel Raptor, right? You want the gas one. All right. I love my diesel, my dual, whatever it is. I got power up the yin yang, and in 4-wheel drive and low, forget about it. And the Raptor even has better suspension. I don't think it's needed, especially here. How old do you think you are? Do you think you're like in your late 20s, like me? Uh, I wouldn't buy the gas, but that's just me. Another one of my wife's groups died last Jesus. 3 days ritual temple. Yeah, that last night when we were out, because I was working on the pond, finishing up all the work that I did on it, or that Solar Man did. That I did pitch in and wash stuff and clean stuff, and whatever was in the water is gone, because I had crap all in my face, and I didn't have any problems with my eyes last night. But the music started playing, and I looked at my wife and said, "Somebody die?" I said, "Yes, somebody died." Oh crap! But yeah, people are dropping dead left and right now, and I think it's our age now, because I think you're my age, aren't you? Are you younger than me, Greg? Yeah, I always say that. I know Ron's an old bastard, but uh, I don't know. Well, I know Bobby. Bobby's like 85 or something. But just kidding. Twice as much horse. But yeah, definitely what you need here in Thailand is you're going to be hitting the off road, and going up those hills and rolling maybe, or something. Please. I don't know. I think you ought to jump in my truck when you get back, and drive it, and tell me what you think. Have you driven one? I don't even know if you've driven one. Have you driven a diesel? I mean, mine's one step under the Storm Track, and the difference between same tranny as the Raptor, the suspension is the biggest. $500,000 or 500,000 baht price tag on the suspension. So, Bobby buy the electric version. Bobby's already got an electric vehicle, and my wife, boy, she's telling me the internet is just bashing the living crap out of MG. I mean, just like, and I know you had told me that you had went to them and wanted them to see if they would buy it back, and they said no. And I guess my wife said there's people all over the internet saying, we're losing a crap load of money reselling our MGs. But you liked it. You said it was a good vehicle. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Hey, Maui, how you doing? Traveler, good to see you. Got the bastard part right. Yeah, I love you, brother. 66 now, and I'm 67. I'll be 67 December 22nd. So we're about close to the same age. But I think Bobby, how old are you? 72, I think. I think I said 80, but I don't think 80 is right. Geezer XR. Uh, yeah, I do. I dig my truck, man. I really do. Um, Craig's got a nice looking truck too. I don't know much about him. Mitch has a nice one too. There's a lot of nice trucks here. Hey Andrew, what's up? We still got a golf. My shoulder's still screwed. I don't know. Maybe if I'm just not. Maybe I'm not built to play even golf anymore. But I'd like to get out because it was such a. We had such a good time in that limited. Even riding in the cart, that limited amount of walking was the perfect, onset for me to do some exercise. There's that the electric. Now we got the one like Bobby got. We got the not the MG. We got the Nissan Kicks, and it's the one that's got the 3-cylinder charging deal. It's all electric, but it's got a gasoline charging system. So I don't know what do they call those anyway, like the old Priuses and stuff. I love it. My wife loves it. Great gas mileage. But Bobby spoke highly of the MG too. So I don't know. Hey Mark, here's one that's going to be retired soon that you can't look forward to. I know you can't. I've been watching you on Facebook, so hopefully soon. Better sooner than later. Um, in wet Melbourne, wow. And I know that Maui's going to be. I think you're going to be in Surin. I say this every time I see Maui come in October. Did I tell you that that David Clark with an E, the one that was on the channel that we interviewed, he went back to the States and sold everything and was came back for his final time. And I think I told Maui he's going to buy an ADV, which he did. And he got back and settling in and had a heart attack. So he sent me a message the other day. So hopefully we'll have him on. I guess he's all right and everything's okay. But that goes to show you, man. I'm not guaranteed to wake up tomorrow, but when Maui comes back in October, I think there it is, October 1st. I definitely want to go for a ride somewhere. I rode the Forza to the McDonald's the other day just because I wanted to ride. And don't tell my wife. I made it. It's about a 55-minute ride, and I made it in 40 minutes. I was hauling ass as fast as that bike would go, 145, 150, something like that. And no one was on the road that day for some reason. But I'm definitely looking forward to October then. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Can't move my right hand for the last 2 days and probably 2 more just from the effects of using the sledgehammer. Huntington. I saw. Did you watch Dana's last live stream? He hurt his bowling. He broke his 2 fingers bowling. His fingers got stuck in the. That must have been hilarious to watch. Sorry, Dana. But he broke his 2 fingers, and of course he referenced you. So you'll have to go back and watch that. I arrived. Oh, that's right. Yeah. When's your next trip, Andy? Are you planning it already? If you guys aren't subscribed, you need to subscribe to Andy and watch on Facebook. Friend him on Facebook, and he just got back from a good trip. And Andy puts together good travel stuff. He's not the largest travel vlogger, but he does a great job with pictures and has a good time too. What did I miss? Somebody said that's exciting. 110 days. Until I fly out, one-way ticket. Good man. Yeah, good. Yeah, because I don't know, how old are you, Mark? If you don't mind saying. Again, if some new people are watching the channel, I ask questions all the time just because I'm curious. You don't ever have to feel obligated to answer me. Just don't answer, or just say no, I'm not answering that. But most of the people, especially the ones that are on right now, are most of the time when we do 2 live streams. I think I'm going to start doing it on Tuesday and Friday or whatever, or Tuesday and Saturday, I think. Anyway, most of them are here, and a lot of the guys have. Well, when Brock's in here and stuff like that, they've got 30 years of marriage, and Tim been married for a long time to a Thai woman, but they have a lot of insight and stuff on Thailand. So if I don't know something about a visa question, ask it, and we'll try to find out. And again, I'll say anything that you hear on the internet, make sure, whether it's here or wherever, make sure you check it with the government website to make sure, as a disclaimer. Old enough to know what know better and young enough not to care. There you go. Did a golf video, 9 holes, man. I was doing good. I'll have to check that out. I know that Chuck was getting a bunch of shit about putting little video clips of golfing in his. I know he likes it. He's getting into it. And I mean, it's his channel. I don't think people should be that critical. It's a daily life vlog on traveling and whatever he happens to do. And I feel privileged that he's sharing his daily life here in Thailand, and has done so for the past 6, 7, 8 years. So anyway, I don't have to go back and watch that room. Somebody had sent me, I think it was Tommy, had sent me a little message saying that Jam was doing a video or something, or a live. Was it a live or was it a video? Doesn't matter. I'll find it. There you go. Turkey, Greece, and maybe Malta. Cool. For some reason, I always wanted to go to Greece. I maybe because of growing up in Athens and the Greek gods. Same thing with Egypt, although my mom went to Egypt, but it was a different time then. And I guess people are telling me it's not the best time to go to Egypt. I was always intrigued. For one thing, their deal, like we were talking a little bit earlier about the medical marijuana stuff. They knew back then what, 1,000 years ago, that it had medicinal purpose, properties. And, that's why I always thought it was crazy. The United States sitting there fighting over, those are pharmaceuticals, over making it, a medical deal. The no-brainer. Synthetic morphine? No, I'd much rather, eat this plant. Oh, no, we can't have that. So anyway, that's a whole nother rant that I'll do another time. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Hope you are well. Did some live at the range, taking lessons. Cool. I'm threatening, I got to get, Andrew's been a good sport. I think I've canceled 3 times on him. We did go to eat once. So it's just the shoulders I'm not hitting the ball correctly anyway. So I need to go and at least take a lesson, feel how I feel after that lesson, and then make a decision in my life, whether I'm giving up golfing or whether I'll just go and ride around in a cart and drink water. I don't know. We'll see. I'm saying hi to Daniel. Been to both. Love Greece. Felt safe and easy. Did you? My mom did too. But I don't know. Egypt always intrigued me big time. With that, I don't know. I could just close my eyes and I could see the life that they led there. I don't know why. Just don't try to videotape in Egypt. Is that a bad thing? Okay, I'll take your word for it, brother. Is a traveler leaving? I didn't see that. All right, traveler, if you're not already gone, I got to go take care of it. All righty. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it as always. Douglas, I'm glad you made it. Did you guys see I still haven't put up, I've got it on here. You guys got it. These freaking dogs are, there's something, man. And I got a little video. It's on the phone. I didn't transfer. I should have transferred it over to my computer, but they're with let's see if I can get a good one with I can't. See if I can get the video going. The cat now, Money Cat, and I'm doing this for Douglas because Douglas, Dig's cat, he's sitting here she is inside the box that we bought to keep the two puppies in, and she has now adopted these. She goes after Bear, and will just tear him up if he comes near there or wants to mess with the puppies. And Bear's been great with the puppies, but she don't like it. But she cleans them if they come out of that plastic cage thing that we bought to keep them in. Uh, she'll follow them out. I mean, it's amazing, and there's laughter in the house again. There hasn't been much laughter in the house after Toby passed away, so it's amazing. Yeah, they're cooler and shit. I'm gonna do a video just for the hell of it, just so the kids we send video to anyway. But I really like that money cat, Persian cat, and I never thought I was a cat person. But now Money Cat is freaking awesome, and she thinks they're her kittens. It's amazing. I've always thought, even on Facebook, the most amazing videos that I see on Facebook are the ones where I saw one where a snake had got a squirrel, and its partner obviously was attacking the snake, and him or she or whatever that had the snake was barely alive, and the squirrel, drug her up the tree or him up the tree. It's amazing. That's what makes me more and more. Like I said, I've always been, and I don't think I could ever stop eating at least once or twice a month, a big hamburger or a big thick steak. But these people, these Chinese that I see that kill dogs like this and dog meat, and I would have to hurt somebody if I seen them, put a dog in a bag and gonna beat it, and some of their philosophy is, well, if you beat them or shock them, it makes the meat better. Really? Come on over here. I want to beat you and shock you, and I want to see if your meat's any more tender. But some of the stuff, like I said, I'm more leaning towards vegan. I don't think I could ever do, but being more on the vegetarian side and not relying on animals. I thought I would never ever say that, but I don't think I could ever stop big thick steak. For fajitas. Yeah, you know what? Years and years ago, I've been cooking and barbecuing and learned from chefs and stuff, and I love it. I love to cook. But the skirt steaks and the flank steaks used to be $0. I mean, they were like junk meat. And then people found out that, hey, these are pretty freaking good. Especially skirt. I like skirt, I think, better than flank. But anyway, the meat is awesome. Now it's, more expensive than a T-bone or something. But I haven't. Is the meat? You guys are in the States. Is the meat outrageous there? I don't think it's too horribly bad here. I like beaver. My cat just brought me. Yeah, that's right. You're into cats too. Squirrel up and loose in the house, jumped out the window. But these guys they're only going to be like maybe 2 kilos. And my wife showed me actually pictures this morning of what they're going to look like fully grown. And they're small. They're actually smaller than Toby. We'll have to see. I don't know what my father-in-law's doing. He scares me every time he comes around. Okay, let's see. My cat just did that, right? I like beaver. Used now, prime prices. Yeah, I know. Used to be nothing, right? What are steaks? They're expensive, right? Meat's like, I think Kamala, whatever her name is, 50% higher than it was 3, 4, 5 years ago. I don't buy at the stores. I get steaks on every year. Store the meat up. Yeah. The best stuff that I had was we got a calf, and my wife fed it and did everything, and we had to call the killers, and we left. It was a female, and her eyes had to be this big around. She was the cutest damn thing you ever seen, and I called her T-bone. And the meat The best thing I think about the meat, we grained her and stuff. We did what we thought was the right, and the meat was good. But the best thing about it is I knew what I was eating. It wasn't full of steroids because I didn't shoot it full of steroids. It wasn't full of antibiotics because I didn't shoot it full of antibiotics. So at least you know what you're getting, right? But I know buying in the stores, which I did when I was in the States too. I used to buy the big value packs at Vaughn's, I think, was over in across on the other side of the lake. And then break them down, for me and her for 2-3 meals or whatever. But I don't know. I probably never can. But when I see, stuff that we eat, I feel bad. And then when people, like I said, domesticated dogs, I mean, come on, I don't know, can't do that. Can't watch that either. So if you're in front of me, don't do that in front of me. I don't know. He was on yesterday, but he was asking where Mitch is. Sorry, I saw Jake there too. He's out riding, and he was riding his motorbike. Retail beef prices in my are up about 90%. Wow, that's crazy. Howdy, Jake. My second daughter graduates from Texas Tech. Very good. Said the Army just sent her a letter and offered pay her for medical school. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's what I wanted when I was a kid, man. Believe it or not, I wanted to either ride motorcycles or a doctor, man. As long as it wasn't my own blood, it never bothered me. I could see somebody getting decapitated or, a bad crash or whatever, and never really bothered me. But if I cut my finger, I'd get a little lightheaded if it was my blood. But if somebody else's blood, it never bothered me. But that's quite an accomplishment there, Douglas. I'm going to be very proud of that, I'm sure. And Gator saying congratulations. That is cool. Rancher steer. You have it. You get it here too that way, didn't you too? I can't remember. I think you said you had a butcher here, right? I know you got me that wood guy, which was awesome. Thank you, by the way. Jake, everything is up to. Come on, we'll take care of it. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, man, that's something. Because I mean, it's expensive to go to medical school, right? I mean, very expensive. Let's see. Here, Tops has a Costco style store in Bangkok now. Really? Yeah, somebody said wasn't it the Mike and then went there, I think, from Pachuap. They went to some place that I know I saw a picture of, and it looked exactly like Sam's Club or something, walking in with all the stuff. I can't remember, but maybe it was a Tops. Aaron, we buy most of our stuff wholesale in Tampa, so turn back the clock for the price, but we still have to buy some from time to time. Yeah, that's the way it was with us. The store was about, from when I lived up in the Sierras, we lived on one side of the lake and the store was on the other side and down the hill in Oakhurst. And it was about a 30-minute, I think, 25-minute ride over there. So it'd take an hour, it'd take 2 hours by the time you shopped and come back. And then we'd go down into Fresno and hit the Sam's Club or the Costco or whatever. I think it was Sam's Club we went to mostly. And then we would stock up on it. We had a chest freezer too, which I thought about getting here, but that paleo meat, I haven't ordered any from him. I've ordered some tuna steaks frozen and some salmon, but I'll tell you what, I went to that Oceana's or whatever the hell it was again, brought my own bottle of low sodium soy sauce and a bottle of chili oil, hot chili oil. And man, it was just, the salmon is just fresh as can be. Mostly ate salmon, 3, 6, 9 pieces of roll, and but you could get steak, you could get everything. It's amazing, and it was 700 baht. That included my drink, a tip. I gave them another tip on top of it. They take a gratuity, I think, out of there. But anyway, so I won't be buying any of that. But I do want to try their steaks. I want to see. I should go to Macro. I haven't been to Macro in ages, but I think they have some imported stuff from Australia and stuff that's pretty good. Yeah, I think you had told me that you had a guy here. Hopefully, when you come, whenever you come the next time, I'll be able to get up there and you can show me all that new barbecue equipment you got. Trying to see if I missed anything. Sounds a smart way to go, Douglas. How much time does she owe them after school? Dave, I'll send you a list. Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure. Jake, not sure. We'll need to investigate. She just received a letter today. Wow. I mean, because I mean, I never got that deep into it, but I knew whatever it was expensive and way more money than my mother had. So it was okay. College is out, and let's hit the highway. But yeah, the stuff that I seen on there was good. And like I said, people call me a liar or whatever, but when I used to get those big family packs of meat, okay, I would break them down. Like let's say there were 6 of them, I would break 2 and 2 and 2, and then shrink wrap them and date them and put them in there. And we would eat them within a month, within 30 days. So we'd have steak 3 times a month, or more, maybe a little more. Anyway, I and I'm a fanatic on steaks. Let me tell you. And I got choice meat, from Bonds or Prime, even, and wrapped it up, took it out, and thawed it out the way that I think that it should be thawed, from the freezer to the refrigerator for a good 24 hours or more, out on the counter for at least a half hour, 45 minutes to reach room temperature, then go ahead and cook your steak. And I would challenge anybody that a blind test to a steak that I did that way and a steak that they bought fresh from the market, to tell the difference, seasoned and everything. Take it. It would just be a 50-50 chance on guessing, but no way, man. And like I said, I'm a pain in the ass. I love my steak, so. But doing it that way, I never had any problem. The people, well, it tastes like shit. I took it out of the freezer and I ran it under hot water for an hour and a half and then threw it on the grill. Really, that's why it tastes like shit. But anyway, that's me. Okay. If you have a freezer, it's way better cheap to buy a cow here, have it butchered and packed by a local guy. And that must be what Aaron has. So I'm going to take a look and I'll check his deal, and I'm sure that we can share it with people on here. I don't see any reason that. Just sent you a large list of everything he's got available now. Cool. Alrighty. Sounds good to me. I'll check it out, and if we want to, maybe I'll put it on in the next live stream. You don't have a problem with us showing it and giving this guy throwing some business his way? Sure, it's not a problem, but I'm just checking with you. Daz, what's up, brother? I hope you're well. Yep, Craig, we have 2 large freezers and 2 large refrigerators. Yeah, I bet. And that's what I still don't. I just have no room, man. I had to build on this small lot. Hence I got a 2-story house that I didn't really want. But I got to find some place to put a little one. I've got room outside. So they don't use the Thai kitchen I built for them. They use my kitchen. So I've got room out there. So I gotta do that. And then if I do, I'm going to order a couple of I'll probably order from this guy. And if it's good, I won't even order from the paleo deal and get some in here because I'd like to. I've got a barbecue up there. It's not the greatest. It's a piece of crap. The one that has a little, one you could actually slow cook stuff in. It's got the side burner on there, so you could smoke stuff. But it's made out of it'll last me my lifetime. So that was good enough for me. It was cheap on Lasada, but it should work. When are you coming back, Daz? I probably asked you that before too, but I'm old and it's getting worse. And I did order from a friend that had given me to get, what is it called? Horsehair or something or other, some kind of a vitamin. I've got to talk to let me look real quick. Let's see, Google. Let me check in. Somebody that knows in there, the one that from a mushroom. Okay. There's nothing in my basket. It's the wrong one. Anyway, let's see. If somebody knows what it's a mushroom thing for losing your mind. Can't remember shit. Let me get back to it here. What's the name of it? Lion's mane. That's it. So I haven't gotten it yet, and but I got to call my doctor and make sure that it's not. But it's supposed to be, rebuild crap in your brain and help you if you're forgetting stuff, which I am. And some of the medications I guess I'm on make you forget shit. So, which I just found out. So, if I wasn't such a fat bastard and I watched what I ate, I probably could control. Wouldn't need any blood pressure medication and half 3/4 of the shit that I take. I got to do something. She wants me to live for a while, so if I'm going to live for a while, I need to do better with myself. Horsehair or horsehair? I guess it could be both. It's a mushroom, and so I can't see it affecting me too bad. But doctors are so weird. They don't, they figure they're putting their life on the line. If they say, yeah, I guess you could take that, and then if you die of it, then they feel bad. So I'm imagining he's going to say no, but I'm going to check into it on the almighty Google and YouTube and see what they say. I started to watch one that said these 7 things shouldn't be whatever with that. So with the lion's mane. So we'll see. There it is. Neural pathways. What is this? What's that? Greg knows all this. But I want to try something because it is. I'm getting forgetful. Does it scare me a little bit? I've been scared of shit pretty much my whole life, and I'm a little nervous about losing my freaking marbles. You the resident. Oh, is that what you were saying? Okay, those mushrooms. I didn't know the the true name. They're always magic to me. Same mushroom, magic mushroom, cow shit mushrooms. Yes, that's good too. You know what, man? I couldn't do hallucinogenics, man. I didn't like anything that I didn't have control over. I'm gonna finish this coffee and pour a little Diet Coke. Let me drink the water out of here first. What did I do? Did I do something? Oh no, that's over there. Let's do a half. Let that get cold for a second. It's nice having my little refrigerator in here. And then every morning, my mother-in-law brings me rice soup, and I have that at like 6:15. She's pretty good. Somewhere between 6 and 6:30. So we'll see. Neural pathways are rebuilt with that. Uncle Craig, what does he say? Eaters. That's good. And the weed man and the snake man and the tool man. Power tools? You bet. I mix a blend mushroom powder into my coffee in the morning. I guess it must be good. I don't know. Like I said, I'm almost guaranteeing you that my doctor's going to say that. So I'm going to have 2,500 baht worth 3 bottles, 6 months supply. Is that what I bought? I think a 6 month supply. So if the doctor says no way and I can't, and if I start looking and it makes me a little nervous, then maybe we'll have a giveaway on the channel here. Black Canyon. Oh, when I need more coffee, I just got coffee. I need this. All right. The government cultivates mushrooms in Konkan and to expand studies to include more than the nation's university. But it is magic mushroom. Am I right, or is it something else? Or what we called magic mushrooms back in the day? Back in the day, we had acid, we had mescaline, we had peyote, which I think is pretty much the same thing as mescaline, and we had mushroom shrooms. I think that was the major hallucinogenics that we had available to us back in the late '60s, early '70s. A wide variety in Southern California, man. I mean, you could get just about anything you wanted. I'm imagining they're magic mushrooms. I don't know. Craig didn't answer me, but yeah, I'm done with. I have my 2 cups. I have 2 cups in the morning. I usually get out. I got out here late today, 5:30. Usually I'm out here about 4. So okay, yes, chemical and certain magic. Okay, cool. Okay, thanks. And peyote is mescal, yeah, more dangerous. Yeah, I remember back the peyote and mescaline was pretty much the same thing, right? That's what you're saying there. That's what I thought. We had a lot of drugs, man. Black beauties, I remember, and we used to snort those in my drug days, and they have time releases in them. We always wondered what's the little balls in there, and we'd empty out the black beauties and snort them. Talk about a raspy frickin'. But boy, they would when you couldn't get crank, black beauties were the next best thing. We used to crush up cross tops, double cross. We called them cross tops. That was what all the truck drivers back in the day. Excuse me, my nose is itching. That's what they used to take to stay awake. Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable with it, Dave, then I can grab them. Yeah, yeah, there you go. That'll work. That works for me. I'm just gonna go look. I kind of have a feeling my doctor's gonna say, "Oh no, oh my God, don't take those," because it's easier for them to do that. Same thing when I asked them about stem cells for my knees. Oh no, that's no good. And anytime I've ever asked a doctor about stem cells, they've always said, "Oh no, no, no." And I'm seeing good things from what I see on stem cell stuff. So God, my nose. But I don't. I got to see. But yeah, I probably would do that. I'll just give them to you. Let's see. Years ago, my stepson decided to make and try some Jimson weed tea. Just about killed him and his friend. What is Jimson weed? You got me. I'm itching my nose. Because I was just telling my wife, I said, I've been around weed because she gets cluster headaches. And I said, maybe we should try just a cookie or some kind of an edible, just a little corner. I don't like the high. I might try them again. I just didn't like the high. I haven't taken any kind of drugs in 35 years or something, maybe more. But when I did, I think I told you guys a story. I had my nephew roll me 3 filtered out of the clippings, trimming off the buds, and because I was at his mom's wedding, she had terminal cancer, and the woman stayed alive for 4 years with pancreatic cancer. She was a freaking god, man. I loved her to death, still do. God bless you, Carol. But they smoked it, and it was going around, and I was getting one of these cluster headaches. I'd get 6, 7, 10 of them a week, and maybe each week one of those would bring me to tears. That's how bad they freaking hurt. The other ones, some of them were okay. I was getting one was coming on, and I took a hit. I said, "Oh, what the hell?" I hadn't touched anything in years, and just one hit. That's all I took, and the thing never transpired. I never got it. So I told my nephew, and I said, next time we trim up some stuff, make me 3 of these cigarettes. I think I still had one left. I would only take one puff off of it each night for like a month. And so when they say you have THC receptors in your body, I believe it, and I believe they hold on to it for a long time, because I haven't had a headache in 30 years. And so I told my wife, "Oh no, I don't want to get high and stumble around." I said, "No, just a minute deal. Maybe it'll get rid of them." She gets them once a month. She gets a horrible migraine type headaches. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But uh, oh, Deppel's trumpet flower. Wow, that sounds nasty to me. All right, Jake. Lion's mane mushroom may interact with diabetes medications that slow blood carriage. So that's pretty much all the ones I take. I'll have to check it out. That's kind of a bummer. I'm going to ask him anyway. And they're coming today, as a matter of fact. I got a message this morning from Lasada. Stuff kills a lot of really people. Wow. Well, that's why I was saying that, because I thought maybe it was a weed, but it's something else. Jimson plants grow wild in California. Scary stuff. Wow, and I never even heard of it. So bad I am. I sat in the air all night with my stepson tummy up to a gurney. Wow, touch and go, son of a bitch. Yeah, I mean, these kids don't know, I mean, we had a lot of stuff when floating around, downers, we called them, the reds, and then we had the black beauties and the cross tops and a variety of other downers. And you never knew what you were getting. I knew people that had died from taking them, went and picked up a big, 1,000 pills in a bottle, and decided on the way home to take two, and didn't realize that they weren't good. Killed her, but nasty stuff. Got to be careful with everything. See, if you knew people, even in the underground drug trades, you still could get bad shit. Yeah, we used to sell it at our competition in the 70s. Really, people plant that stuff. It's a beautiful flower. I believe it blooms at night, though. Really, I'm gonna have to check that out. I should. I'll have to check that out. I maybe if I seen it, maybe I probably. And when I was younger, if they said, "Hey, you can get high off that," I probably would have ate it. No doubt, no questions asked. Like I said, when I was in junior high school, I was so bad. I just said, "Okay, girls, you're looking in your parents' medicine cabinet, and what you're looking for is Valium or any kind of pills. Just bring them." And they used to steal from their parents and bring them to school and go through them. And hey, I'll try this one. What does this one do? And you could look them up, but not as easily as you could today with the almighty Google. But they did get Valium, and Valium was the mom's, mom's little helper. I think now it's Xanax is mom's little helper now. But the Valiums, you eat a handful of Valiums, you get pretty high. Hey, JR, how you doing? I'm glad you could stop by. I appreciate it. If you guys aren't subscribed, do yourself a favor and subscribe to JR and Focus on Asia. And he's in, Philippines, right? Am I right? I think Philippines. My mind's gone. Just talking about stuff that kept my mind sharp, and I don't think I can take it. Yeah, good content, good people. Met him actually through excuse me, Gifts and Joe's channel. He was on. We were both actually on Joe's channel. So anyway, I'm glad you could stop by. I appreciate it. Pink ladies, yeah, that was it. And the weird thing about, I don't know how a lot of people, I know the way that we were, me and my friends, when during the cocaine era, the 70s, pretty much early 80s. We didn't stop doing cocaine until it was gone. So if you had an 8-ball, whatever you had, whatever everybody had, we snorted it until we at 5 o'clock in the morning, however long it lasted. but lasted all the way through the next day. We kept snorting it. And it's weird too, because I heard, and I have no idea, that it used to be crank and stuff was the cheap $50 a gram, and cocaine was $100 a gram. And now I've heard it's flip flop. Cocaine is the cheaper drug now, and the crank is the more expensive drug. I don't know. I'm not around California anymore, or I probably would know just from friends talking about it. And I've never asked anybody, but I heard it flip flop. Philippines, there it is. But try to stay in Thailand. Yeah, I know you were talking about it before, saying you might come and try to stay here for a year or so. Come and check it out here. But and I still want to get to the Philippines. I still haven't gotten there yet. I will sooner or later, I hope. My beard is a little cattywampus. You need to trim it up. Did Biden come? Oh, no Biden. I don't know who this is. No Biden yet. So it looks like we got plenty of time, because it's already been an hour and a half. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. Yes, double trumpet, also known as Jimson weed, Hell's bells, thorn apple, mad apple is toxic to touch and can cause some people with sensitive. Wow. It sounds like nasty shit. I won't be planting anything around here. All parts of the plants are poisonous, especially the seeds. Flowers can be fatal if consumed. Oh, wow. Been away. That's about me too. It's been that long about that. And I stopped everything cold turkey. And I told you guys how I stopped. I was in the cameras. I've been my whole life. So, and whatever I wanted. So every time that I'd go to buy an 8-ball or a gram or whatever, I would go buy something, a lens, a camera, and after 2 or 3 weeks, I had my whole bedroom was full of freaking new shit. And I said, okay, that works for me. And I never did it again after that. And I was even proud of myself, because I went to visit a friend maybe 10 years ago and still did powder stuff. And I said, no, come on. No. He was surprised how diligent I was, that I was not going to do. I think powder is a death sentence. Weed, more power to you. And my friend that died of alcoholism, basically at 57, I think he was. I told him, just smoke weed, man, smoke the hell out of it. But he loved to drink, and they told him, you're going to die, and he died. And the weird thing about it too, and like I said, man, I was so bad into smoking. If I wouldn't have had the tube down my throat for, being in the hospital for 3 months, 2 months in intensive care, if they would have said, okay, you got to stop smoking or you're going to die, I probably would have freaking smoked. That's how stupid I was, and that's how stupid he was. He kept drinking and went back in. And I think I told you guys the story. And the doctor said, bleeding out of every orifice. And what I found curious was the doctor said, if you stop drinking, all your organs, your liver, everything in your body will regenerate, will come back and be healthy. And I don't know what they said, and he told me to. Maybe you think we're kidding. His wife told me too. Maybe you think we're kidding, but you are going to die if you don't stop drinking. And the next time he went in, they tried to start his heart 2 or 3, 4 times, and nope, done. But that's what I was telling my wife. That's one story I get off on was to try it for the cluster headaches, and said, no, I don't want to die. And I go, I'll tell you what, I've never heard a story, anybody, and I've been around weed forever, overdose and die from THC. Okay. And I seen a pit bull. The kids at my house took a bunch of trimmings and stuff I gave them, and they made a whole gallon bag Ziploc of chocolate chip cookies. And of course they ate them. I didn't eat them. And then they left them sitting on the table. So there's still a bag, I don't know, a kilo full of this stuff. And this pit bull ate all of it. And all it could do was sit there. And the guy that owned the pit bull just sat with them for, I want to say, damn near 24 hours before the dog finally could walk and stuff. But I've never seen anybody OD on THC. But if somebody knows of somebody, please let me know, because I've never heard of it. We had a few in my old house. They're beautiful, not good for folks. We had kids, so pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Got to get rid of them. Did 28 days in the hospital rehab, 1984. It worked very good. Tried to slug it into go. It was hard to do, man. Definitely, but like I said, it wasn't in my DNA, man. Like I said, all my friends, 90% of my friends that have passed were alcoholics, and I drank too heavily when we were younger. But like I said, I have the ability now to go in and have Mexican food, drink two, three margaritas until I'm going, okay, that's enough. And I can drink Diet Coke and I'm perfectly fine with it, and people can't do that are addicted to drugs or alcohol. And I'm lucky I could. And that's probably what happened before. Was it hard to stop? Yeah. I wanted to snort some more. But I seen all the crap that I had accumulated and I wanted that more. So anyway. So it's almost been an hour and a half. We still have 12 people in here. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. Won't OD on weed, but can make some sense. Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, I made a few of those when I was younger. One of them was smoking an ounce of weed in a bomb shelter that was about maybe 10, 15 feet long, a bench on each side, maybe 4.5 feet wide, and had a lid on the top of it. And we were rolling them. That's how I was 16, something like that. And I couldn't see. He was sitting right next to me, my friend, until it got to here. And then I would grab it. We did that for God knows how long, 10 hours. Some friends had said we were in there. And I crawled on my hands and knees across one of the major streets by my house. They saw me earlier and saw me later. Told me it took me almost 2 hours to get 2 blocks to my house. And they said the veins in my eyes were popping out of my eyelids from all the smoke because you couldn't see. And then after that, I didn't want to smoke weed anymore. I don't know why. Uh, yeah, I have to agree with that too. JR saying hi to Daz. Ron's agreeing. Yeah, I think anything that alcohol, anything that alters your thinking, uh, can get you in trouble. And that's why people say, have you run into this or that, drunk people? And so not really, because I don't hang out on walking streets. If you hang out on walking streets at 3, 4, Daz does, I think. Do you, Daz? Am I speaking out of line here? But I mean, I don't put myself in that position. But if I had to think about it, I would think that the it's probably going to be a Farang that is the drunkest, and I'm going to stumble into if I'm drunk at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Thai people, Thai people I'm more worried about because if I lost my temper or something like that, they would probably kick me out of the country, which is my biggest fear in getting in any kind of altercation with anybody. But um, especially a Thai person, I would never lay a hand on a. Have to really, I mean, feel fear for my life to lay a hand on a Thai person. Uh, I don't put myself in that position. And I've been in Pattaya, although next time I go and Daz is there, I still want to go. I've still never been into a bar with bar girls and bar finds and stuff that I never experienced. I'd like to see it with my own two eyes. I've never seen it. There's an awesome garden in England that's nothing but toxic plants. I want to go see it, but I'm avoiding going there and everything going over there. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I hear a bunch of stuff about that. Les from Retired and Living the Dream. Um, is that his name? Is that Les's channel? I always get the names sometimes wrong, but anyway, he's there. That's where he comes from, and he's doing videos and stuff with a lot of the crap that going on, and it doesn't look very friendly. But you're not missing anything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. No, not one of my. Yeah, I don't know. Daz has a place in that area. I know a couple of times I was supposed to go out with Mitch and James, I think, and I missed that. And actually, there was a time when we had one of the one of the get-togethers there, and or Mitch was putting the get-togethers together, and I was supposed to go out that night, and Jake went and his wife. It would have been a perfect time because I'd like to just go. I just want to see it. I've heard about it. I've seen stuff on YouTube, but I just want to actually see it because I didn't know. I got labeled a couple of times by trolls that said, giving me crap and oh yeah, he's a monger from way back. And if you don't know what a monger is, that's what they call somebody that goes and frequents the bars and chasing 20-year-olds or whatever. And they don't even do their due diligence to find out. When I came in 2019, that was the first time I'd been to Thailand, and I've been to one bar, and that was in Kamala, visiting Rob. So they don't know, they don't know me. Not that I care. Who gives a shit? Dave, that's why I don't speak or understand the language. Yeah, the people that I met in the Thais, have I seen a couple of the crazy ones going around that talk to themselves? And yeah, they're here in Surin. I just don't pay any attention to them. And it seems like most people kind of leave me alone. Maybe it's because of the way I look or whatever, but they don't, if they're halfway, intelligent and, not completely lost it, they just, okay, let's pass on this Santa Claus looking guy and let's go on and bother somebody else. So I haven't really gotten in a position, and hopefully I never do, I don't want to. Like I said, if it ever arose that someone would really have to back me into a corner, Farang or Thai, I would say, let me buy you a beer, just relax, I don't care. I don't care about trolls and them, It seemed I haven't been saying anything about anybody, and we had a couple of people here occasionally, but not too much anymore, which is awesome. I don't need any drugs or alcohol to make stupid choices. You do it perfectly sober. I have to admit, I've done that too, Randy. So my wife drops me at Nick's bar and goes to get her nails done. Yeah, you remember the time I'm talking about, though, right? We went to lunch at that place, and it was when Mitch was putting them on. I think it was the first time that you came here. I think it was the first time that I met you guys, and you guys went out that night. I think with James, and I think me and Mitch were supposed to go, and we just didn't go. Yeah, Andrew goes down there with his wife occasionally too. The weirdos all come over and bother me, so I'll take Andrew with me, and they'll all go and bother Andrew and leave me alone. Andrew would be a good one to go to too next time I'm there. We were supposed to, that last time when I screwed up the dates, Andrew had booked a room there going either one of those weeks, pick that week, and it was the one that I had screwed up on. But Andrew's a great guy. If you guys ever get a chance to meet him, I would suggest it. Yeah, exactly. Really, pretty much known here. I've made friends with the security guys everywhere. They know me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're looking for trouble, you can find it anywhere, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer. I mean, but if you're not looking for trouble, I mean, you have to really be stupid or really, like I said, I would just go, here, let me buy you a beer. Sit down here and relax. You're here on vacation or, whatever, if it's wrong. But yeah, it's not, I don't know. People get ballsy when they're sitting behind a computer or when they're not, or when they're away from something. But that kind of stuff, who cares? I mean, it's just talk, but I don't put myself in that position. I like it out here in Nissan. Do I visit Pattaya? Quite often, actually. Do I like it? Yeah, I kind of do. But we go to Bangkok because the kids are there, and stuff like that. I want to say the place that I'd like to go back to that I haven't been was where I met my wife and her parents and the kids and everything, was in Krabi. And Krabi, I saw it after when the pandemic hit. Man, it was like they rolled up the streets. We had been there before, and I'd sit it. It was great, great place. I liked it a lot. And then I saw, it was Rick Dean that did a video from there. Him and his I forget the guy's name now. His sidekick did it, and they were walking in the same places I was walking, and there was nobody. And now I see videos, and it looks normal. So I'd like to go back there because they have flights every once in a while that I could get the whole family in cheap enough, and we can go there because the kids are out of school for all of October. I hopefully will have the video. I got a video on the pond thing that I did, and I've got a video that's 90% finished. I just have to finish up with the generator on the trailer and the gates and stuff. And once I do that, I'm going to go to Sisaket, hopefully within the next week or so, run down for just 2 or 3 days. And then the kids are going to be here. We're probably going to take a 7-day vacation or 9 days somewhere. Maybe Kalyai, I don't know. I'll leave it up to them. Doesn't matter to me. And we're going to take the camper and go out. And so they're going to be here the whole month of October. So it should be fun. So hopefully I can get out and do some things. And you mean when me, Jake, and Craig came to see you at the restaurant? Words don't mean squad actions. Yeah, exactly. And I've come, my wife for the longest time was, you're getting upset over nothing. And James was actually a big one, Chocolate Man in Thailand, saying, Dave, man, just it's not worth it, man. And so between them and all that, I just kind of let stuff roll off now. Don't care. Everybody go and live your own life. And what I do on this channel is my gig. And like I said, when I get tired of it, I'll stop doing it. But as long as I got the people, like the core people, pretty much here today, 15, 20 people. And the new ones, I think, could come in too, starting. But that's we have fun. An hour and a half or whatever, 2 hours once or twice a week. We get to speak English. At least I get to speak English freely, even though I speak English here. My wife, pretty good. My mother-in-law and father-in-law don't have a clue. Don't even have a clue, man. And I can't complain because I'm the same way. Why haven't I learned at least simple words in time? I've been here. I'm going to be here 6 years. Come on. But we'll have to see. We got to do that again too. I'm hoping did Daz go? Did Daz ever answer? And when I think he's coming back soon, if I'm not mistaken. I said hi to JR, but he might be gone now. He's back in the States. But anyway, next time, and then hopefully have Jake there, and we'll have another little gathering. I had fun. I thought it was awesome. We'll pick another place to go eat. I'd like to have the ones that I don't want, the big, thick steak. They got some nice steak places there. But we'll do it again. It'll be fun. I had a great time. And I don't know, when's the rollout of school? Is she out in October too, or at different times? Because my kids are in private school. I don't know. She's in a private school too, right? I think she's in a American. She speaks both Thai and English, which is freaking awesome. I wish that the kids spoke more English. They want to go to the States, and I told them, you can go to the States, but you got to learn English. I can't send you there to my friends and stuff and you not be able to communicate with them. Dave, I bought an Echo Dot. Now Alexa talks to me in English every morning. Very cool. Very cool. I went to that place a few months ago and ran into Jim and Meow. Really? Yeah. I went twice with them to Sizzler with Tim both times, to Sizzler both times in Udon. So, but when Daz comes, we'll work out something. I'd like to see Brock too. I've never met Brock, and been bantering with him and talking back and forth. And he was on here a lot for 2, 3, 4 years. Robert Mack I haven't run into yet. Tried, and mainly I think my fault. I need to get out and about. She's in Catholic school. I think she's out the same. Oh, cool. Yeah. So if I plan something, I'll try to plan it so that people that have families and stuff can make it the same time. we had a good time. That was fun. And the housewarming was freaking outstanding. I'd like to do that again, but that was pricey. Heading out, got to hit the hay. All right. Take it easy, brother. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, forever, do that. Let's, oh, everybody's saying, see you there, Aaron. What did I do here? There we go. That's my nails going. All right. Yes, the housewarming was awesome. I had a good time. We got to get back there now. We got the new little dogs. I got to download. Next time, I will take the couple of little short videos of the dogs out playing and with the cat. The cat, I mean, Bear comes up there and she just jumps right out of that cage and she's attack mode and whacking him in the face. And poor Bear's just like, I didn't do anything. And then runs back there and sleeps all night with him. The cage is like yay long. It's not tiny, but this dogs are only this big. But Money Cat gets in there and she thinks that those are her cats and lays with them all night. And it's really weird because they know already. I wish I could take them outside, but we got the girls in the backyard. But my wife, they stay in our bedroom and they start. She'll go out there and she takes them into the bathroom, our ensuite, and they do their business in there. And she opens up that door and they jet out and run around, slide on the tile, and run to the bathroom, get down on the bathroom floor and boom, do their business. And then she puts it. They do that like 2 or 3 times. My poor wife, 2 or 3 times a night, she gets up. And then if they take too long, then Money Cat will come out and go to the bathroom and go, "What the hell's taking so long?" and herd them back up, and they get in there and go back to sleep. But it's the funniest thing you ever seen, at least to me, because dogs and cats, and all that. She just has totally accepted them as her children. So I will take it off the phone and put a couple clips in, and I'll probably do one. I don't know. What do you guys think? We got more people here on today on Tuesday than we did on Monday, and in the States that Monday is Sunday. So maybe it's better. Maybe I'll do it on Tuesday and Saturday. Saturday would be Friday night. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Money Cat. Yeah, the one that I call Bar Girl. That's how she got her name. She ran out and had 2 whatever. What do you call a litter? You call a litter? Cat's litter? Anyway, she had got pregnant twice and would run around. And I started calling her. First she was Cat. Just Cat, come here. And then I changed it to Bar Girl. But I think the live streams of driving race car simulator might be interesting. I could do that. Actually, it's got a thing in there where I could actually record it. I might try that, Randy. And so it gets heated, man. There's some idiots in there. I feel like I get more of a fight if a guy was sitting next to me racing these that I'd reach over and grab them. NFL football starting soon on Sunday nights. Yeah, so Sunday nights and Thursday nights football, right? They still have Thursday night football. Monday night, Sunday night, or Sunday night now the Monday night. I don't know. It's been so long since I watched football. I don't know. But maybe I'll try Saturday, which would be Friday night in the States, and today, which would be Monday nights. But we got more people in today than we did the other day. So, all right, let's see. You guys think about it. Give me some input. Put it in the comments or Monday night too. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think. I don't know. We'll switch it up a little bit. See what happens. All right, there's 10 people here. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. I'm gonna come over here and find my outro. In case anybody is wondering, who did those outros for GottoLoveThailand? That's Richard of Richard Travels. I hope you're doing okay. I know Tommy was about. I asked him before. He never. Maybe he did answer me. I got to go back and look on how Richard's doing. But anyway, thanks, Richard, for the intros and outros. If you're watching occasionally, hi, Richard's mom. Hope you're well. Hope everybody's well in the States. And I will wish everybody a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. And I will catch you on the next one.